Okay, I'm gonna list 2000. I think this is a 3 or 4, but it will work on the 2000, and the 2000 is kind of a split year, but it'll work all the way up to 06s. This is an 03, one of 03, so probably was titled as an 03. But anyway, there's really, you can put this on an older one like a 97, 98, 99, but there are some subtle differences on them. And real quick, let me show you those differences. So this is a early tub, and it has the cutout here. That's one difference on it. Actually, that's basically the only difference on it. On the later ones, they seal that. As you can see, they have the place for it, so you could cut this out if you were going to put this on a older one. It's no problem. It's just sheet metal, and go that route. Otherwise, you need to buy the one that's kind of the similar year. These later model years are harder to get in good shape. So but anyway, so that's that. And anyway, let's go around this tub so you can see it as if you were here in person. I usually do my videos a little later in the day after I do my paperwork and coffee and whatnot, so excuse me if I sound a little sluggish right now. My name is Jeremy, Jeeps Unlimited, just north of Denver, Colorado. I own the shop. It's Jeeps Unlimited. You can see the yard if you haven't seen it before. You can build a Jeep Wrangler or a CJ from the ground up, and you can build Cherokees too. We just like these better, no offense. But anyway, so this tub is in grade A shape. It's in very, very good condition. It's got a couple things on it, so it'd be like an A- as far as what's on it. There's very little bodywork, but there is some. And I have like some grade A early tubs, but this is the nicest tub I have for this later year. So anyway, all your stuff inside and outside will bolt up to it regardless of what year you have. The cowl's in good shape. It's a little scratch here, but nothing deep or anything you have to pull there. Up through here, this is obviously covered normally. There's a cowl, hood cowl that goes there. Down through the side, this is all nice and straight. Again, a couple scratches in it. This is like a tannish gold color originally. All the bolt holes there are for that little flare that comes out there. It's all factory. This rocker panel is amazing. I mean, normally they get beat up just sitting in the yard, but this one's in excellent shape. All through here, this is all perfect. All through here, this is all perfect. And then all of a sudden, you got this here. And this did unfortunately happen in the yard with the forklift when it first came in. It was bumped into a few weeks ago. So, and that should be pretty easy to pull. It's you can get your hand all the way up, all the way. You can see how long that's my wrist there. So, and I'm all the way up above that now. So you can get all the way up there. That's kind of nice. Sometimes on Jeep Damage, it's hard to get in there. This tailgate is not included, nor are the hinges. If you want them, we can discuss that. These tailgates go for about $350. They are a little different style than the early ones. They have a vent in the tailgate because the hard tops don't have vents in them anymore. If you have this and then you have a vented hardtop, you just get a little bit more ventilation. But other than that, that's the only difference. They'll bolt up the exact same. And some people like this style tailgate. They look a little different, but the exact same dimensions and everything else. This corner is perfect. Back behind the license plate, which you can kind of see the wear area, and then the tail lights. That's all good shape. And these things here, if you're wondering what they are, they're just part of the fender flares that the guy had on it. It had big bushwhacker fender flares, so they were a little different. And they were already broken, so instead of pulling everything off, we just kind of ripped off the remainder of the flares. But they're all in good shape. This is a nice, perfect side here. Down again, once again, a nice clean rocker panel, a couple scratches, but nothing in it, nothing into the metal itself. It's all perfect there. And then coming up through here, you got a little bit into the metal here, which is a little divot. Should be pretty easy to pop that out. Again, you can get access to that right there in that corner there. And then this will come out. If there's anything extra in here, these plates, these will all get pulled out of it and whatnot. So coming up through the side here, this is all in great shape. The firewall, again, I don't know if I talked about this earlier, this is perfect. There's a little bit of scratch maybe there where maybe the engine, when they got pulled, rubbed off the paint, but nothing into the metal. And then down. So let me raise this thing up so I can show you the undercarriage of it and go from there. This thing I have to hot wire practically anymore, this old tractor. So get out my trusty screwdriver here. Okay, this might be a little higher than I needed it, but it'll do. Channel through here, excellent shape, absolutely no rust whatsoever through there. Great shape. Threading there is good. A little bit rougher on the threads there, just from a little bit of corrosion get up in there, but it threaded right out, pulled right out. Shouldn't have a problem. And the mount flush area is in good shape there. This is kind of like that other bolt, what it looked like, and this one did break. So when the guys break them like this, I usually tell them to leave what they can to make it easier for you to pull them, and then you can get up through this channel, and you can see the channel's in good shape too. A little bit surface rust coming through on the seams through here. It's pretty common. It's just where the pinch welds are. You probably want to, if you're going out east or Midwest with this tub, probably suggest to grind that out and just put a little Pour 15. I usually suggest a lot of the East Coast guys to do that anyway. Treat the bottoms of these. They don't do, like on the old YJs, they put a coating on the bottom. They don't really do that on TJs. Every once in a while you see somebody's done it, but the heat shields are still intact on this one. This one's a little bent, but these just kind of fold around, so you can bend that back and reuse that if you want. And this side actually doesn't have any on it, so for whatever reason, probably just a little bit more rock pits up through there. But nothing major or anything like that, but definitely something, you know, spend a couple hours on. And then through here we usually get these pulled, so let's see if I'll include these, but you can see how nice the paint is up in there. So if you want those, we can keep them on. This one's off already, so this is what the other side looks like. And then this one's hanging here, but all up through here, this is in good shape. This little metal thing here, this like it's like almost like a dust cover, keeps stuff out of the debris out of the frame. It's a little bent, but this is just sheet metal and it'll bend right back. So otherwise, this is all in great shape, the tunnel through here. And then this side over here, this bolt is perfect. This one came right out. This one came right out. And these ones came right out. This is just a floor pan plug here, and these come out. Actually, I usually suggest people not even use these things, because if they ever have the top off. So that one just needs to get a screwdriver, and then you can pop that floor pan plug. There's a little glue on the other side. But we can keep it in for you. And then, yeah, that's it. You can see the little tabs here. These go for if it has steps on it at one time, that's what they make those for. Otherwise, this is extremely clean, and if you have any other questions, comments, or anything, let me know. I'll get a couple photos while I have it up in the air still, and then we'll go from there. Frames for TJs are very, very hard to find and hard to get a hold of for us. I mean, we probably are the only people in the country that sell them in as good a shape as we do and ship them, but we usually have a back order going. I do have a frame that just came available today. Needs to get pulled off of a Jeep, off that yellow one back there. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of right there. See right there. See the tail top of it, but nice, clean, rust-free frame. So we'll get that one pulled, and then go from there. My frames are 1800. There's absolutely no negotiating in them because they sell too quickly. Tubs sell pretty quickly as well, especially on these later model years that they don't have that cutout in the front. So just things to keep in mind. Shipping usually, and it can vary, especially if you're in like Vermont or Connecticut, Massachusetts. Sometimes those are a little bit more, but I usually just do flat rate, $5.25, no matter where you're at in the U.S. So, and unfortunately, when you ship a tub and a frame together, the freight company does knock off about $50, well, sometimes 100, just depending. But they don't. It's not a significant amount because the tubs still come completely separate. And to give you a little idea real quick, not to make this video too long, but I like to show these in mine so you kind of know what to expect when it arrives. I have a TJ tub all crated up, ready to go here, which guy bought and then crashed his Jeep, so he has more than just tub issues at this point. So this one actually became available. It is an earlier year. You can see the cutout in it there. But anyway, it will come fully crated like this one, and then the frame pallets are these guys here. I don't know how I got so zoomed in. So that's how they come. These are the crates ready to go and whatnot. So we have all the supplies and we have the parts for right now for a frame and tub, but again, that does vary. If you see this on YouTube, especially if it's a few weeks old, just know inventory changes usually by the hour out here. So give us a call and we will let you know what else is available. These tubs, this is customer's tub right here that we're about to do a swap on it for them, and then we still have that tub available. This tub back here is available. We have a couple other odds and ends around. So and we have YJ and YJ frames as well. We do a lot of those too. So anyway, I appreciate your time. Thank you.